forward, 6'4", number 8, Jalen. At forward, 6'6", number 6, Kenyon Martin Jr. At guard, 6'4", number 3, Kevin Porter Jr. At the shooting guard position, at 6'6", number 0, Jalen Green. At center, 6'10", number 35, Christian Wood. Your Houston Rockets head coach is Stephen Silas. Another round of applause for your Houston Rockets.
And welcome to Toyota Center in Houston, Texas, as the Portland Trail Blazers look to take on the Houston Rockets in a game of a mid-tier Western Conference team versus a team in the Western Conference that isn't really looking to make any playoff dents this season. However, Houston Rockets running the same starting five that you've come to know and love, and Blazers rocking with Lillard and McCollum at the backcourt, Covington and Nurkic in the front court, and with Norman Powell, missing significant time with that stress fracture, it looks like Nasir Little will be stepping up and hitting that 3 spot. Blazers win the tip here in Houston as Damian Lillard will come up with the ball. He's being guarded by Jalen Green, pulls up off the mid-range off the Nurkic screen. That's no good and Christian Wood with the board. Here comes Kevin Porter Jr. now off of the screen from Martin and finds Kenyon Martin Jr. off the bounce pass. And the Rockets up 4-0 early. The Rockets have shown to have, very smooth offense at the start of games, but it's their bench that's kept them, that's turned the momentum as Damian Lillard puts the Blazers on the board. Nurkic sneaks inside, throws down the jam. The Blazers with a quick 4 points. Here comes Kevin Porter Jr. now. Looking to run the offense from the left wing. Hands off to Jalen Green. Green with the screen from Christian Wood. Finds Wood. Wood throws down the jam on the roll. The biggest weakness for the Portland Trail Blazers they've had for a while is the defense of their 2 guards. And it looks like the Blazers will continuously be putting those 2 guards through pick and roll and switch opportunities to exploit some mismatches. As we take a look here, CJ fires for the mid-range, and the mid-range assassin, CJ McCollum with his first bucket of the night, as Kenyon Martin Jr. finds Jayshawn Tate. Gotta really think of a nickname for Kenyon Martin Jr. The announcer calls him KJ, but, KJ Martin, but who knows. As Porter finds KJ Martin Jr. for 3, and he knocks it down. Contested shot. Good bucket there from KJ Martin. Christian Wood now with the post moves. Has the switch on him. Gets doubled by Cody Zeller, but instead keeps his thing true. Finds Jalen Green, and the corner triple rims out. Here comes Covington now as Cody Zeller checks in for Nurkic, and Zeller sneaks his way inside for the tie. It's 15-all. Anthony Simons will check in for Damian Lillard, and Simons to the rack. Former slam dunk champion throws it down there as Daniel Tice, Exum, Gordon, and the newly acquired Isaiah Thomas check in for the Houston Rockets. As Isaiah Thomas looking to bring some offense to the Houston bench. As Wood gets doubled inside, we'll find Eric Gordon. Gordon gets the switch screen, fires it up, and no good. As Thomas's first shot as a Rocket, his three-pointer is off the offensive rebound by Tice. And the Blazers here, CJ pulls up for a transition 3 and rattles it home. CJ McCollum gives the Blazers the early lead. We see Isaiah Thomas in his Rocket debut. Signed a 1-year minimum deal with the Blazers as Gordon comes off the screen. Fires the three and knocks it down. Good bucket there from Eric Gordon. As off the miss by the Blazers here. Same play, same spot, same shot from Gordon, and same result. 2 for 2 for Eric Gordon. 6 early points, and the Blazers look to find their lead back down to a tie. Isaiah Thomas fakes, gets Simons in the air, scoops his way to the rim, and finishes the layup inside. And Isaiah Thomas with his first Rocket bucket back in the NBA. Anthony Simons now looking to work his mismatch on Isaiah Thomas. It's the one liability Thomas has, and they look to hide the weakness of Isaiah Thomas's height on the defensive end. As Marquise Chris finds Simons for 3. Simons knocks it down, and Thomas just not enough length on there. As a good shot there from Anthony Simons with the shot clock running down. Gordon now looks to run the play, finds Dante Exum for 3. Exum's shot is off. They love running that little screen open. It opens up some nice three-point looks for them, but Exum can't convert, but Exum with the strip on the other end. Strips Larry Nance Jr. Finds Tice cutting inside, and he dunks it home. Good vision there from Dante Exum as Daniel Tice gets his first bucket of the night. Lillard back in the game, along with all the starters for the Rockets. Starters in for both teams, I should say. And Nasir Little finds McCollum. McCollum was hot early. Finds Little inside. Little sneaks it in. That's no good, and Wood grabs the board. Christian Wood has been a rebound machine this season, a 2020 monster, as Porter sneaks in on Little and Covington and finishes inside. 33-34 as Jalen Green steps back. He'll find Christian Wood. Back to Kevin Porter Jr. for the offense set up here. Quick screen. Covington can't get through. Green with another rookie poster. And Jalen Green this time posterizes Nasir Little with a right-hand cock-back jam. Nasir Little now has Christian Wood on him. Fires the 3. And he knocks it through. Nasir Little with a 3-point bucket. Big offense that the Blazers are going to need as Jayshawn Tate went for the steal and McCollum converts on the corner 3. You cannot play defense like that on CJ McCollum. He's one of the best punishable guards in the league. McCollum knows how to get his shot. And he gives the Blazers an early 47-42 lead here. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Lillard gets the screen from Nurkic, throws down the dunk over Green. Lillard hot early. Both guards finding their shot. And surprisingly, the Rockets are still in it as Thomas gets the steal. Thomas pulls up the 3 in transition and knocks it down for the triple. And that shot will lead us to the end of the half. Blazers, Rockets in a fight early. 11 points and 6 boards for Christian Wood. 10 points, 5 assists for CJ McCollum. It's been a fight thus far, and the main reason that the Rockets, or the main thing the Rockets need to focus on, like all teams in the league, is you just got to figure out how to stop those 2 guards. And the Rockets haven't quite figured it out yet. Jalen Green has done a decent job on Damian Lillard, but CJ McCollum has feasted his way on Jayshawn Tate as Green cannot finish inside. He has the size mismatch on McCollum. But Jalen Green has shown a tendency to not quite have the rim finishing skills that he needs in order to take advantage of those mismatches, and that's one thing he's definitely got to focus on, is being able to post mismatch, take advantage of the post mismatches, because he does have size at that 2-guard position. Off of the Lillard miss, Wood will find Kevin Porter Jr. on the top of the key. Looks to get an open look on Jalen Green. Green open 3. Green knocks it down, and the Rockets continue their 3-point barrage. 3-pointers have been falling for the Rockets tonight. They haven't been falling all season, but tonight it looks like the shooting is at, who knows? The shooting is just hitting it tonight. As Lillard sneaks past KJ, and KJ denies Lillard's layup. And the Blazers have had a 2-minute drought as Jalen Green gets the switch on Lillard. Spins. Hooks it up over Lillard, and that's what I'm talking about. Green should be able to finish those shots with size mismatches, but not yet as Lillard takes it right to the rack and gives the Blazers another bucket. Blazers have been 7-5 so far this season as Lillard contested 3. Knocks it down, and Steven Silas needs a timeout. The lead is 9 for the Blazers. As the Blazers have had a 7-5 season with their new coach, Chauncey Billups. Defense has looked a bit improved, but once again, not quite at the levels you need for a championship contender. And people are starting to wonder if it's just personnel at this point. As Jalen Green with a nice little jam there. Green has 11 points as he's 5 for 14. He's had to guard Damian Lillard, though, and I'm sure that hasn't translated to... I'm sure that's translated to him being quite exhausted out there on the offensive end. As Green fighting for off the Lillard screen. Here comes Lillard through a Covington screen. Covington fires over KJ, and that's no good. Jayshawn Tate with the board. Jayshawn Tate now looking at the screen from Christian Wood. Finds it to Jalen Green, who loses his dribble there. 9 seconds on the clock. Green finds Christian Wood inside. Wood, using his size, throws down the jam over Nasir Little. And if there's one person who knows how to take advantage of the post mismatches, it is Christian Wood, who has feasted on the switch all season. But after a Blazers foul, Jalen Green will go 1 for 2 from the line. And the Blazers look to fast break on the other end. Lillard throws it down again, baseline. And Damian Lillard, 8 for 20. He has 20 points. He's feasted so far tonight. Still, though, the Blazers still hold a cushion of only 4. As here comes Christian Wood looking to back his way down on Cody Zeller. Green gives it back to Wood. He wants to get in. Wood, doubled. Finds Jalen Green for the corner 3. And Jalen Green knocks it down. Nasir Little couldn't help in time. And Jalen Green with his second 3-pointer of the night. Little now. Looking to get the screen for Lillard. Lillard open 3. Green found it. He tried to hustle over the screen. Got a hand in there, but Larry Nance Jr.'s 3 can convert. And a second offensive rebound for Cody Zeller, who looks to get inside over Wood. Wood, beautiful defense, and finally able to grab the defensive rebound. And here comes Jalen Green on the other end, working his way on Nasir Little. Green wants to get it into Christian Wood again. Wood finds Jalen Green, same spot, same result, and Jalen Green gives the Rockets the lead. As here comes the bench now, looking to keep the lead in as Isaiah Thomas steps back, fires for 3, doesn't like the look. Instead, he'll find Daniel House, who will find it back to Thomas, gives it back to Tice. Tice looking for a look, gets the switch but doesn't convert, finds Gordon. Gordon gets past Nance Jr., sneaks to the rim, and beautiful move from Eric Gordon. Slithery like a snake on Larry Nance Jr. there. As here comes Anthony Simons, gets deep into paint. Can't find anything. We'll find Larry Nance Jr. Finds Simons inside. Simons can't convert. And Eric Gordon with the board. Rockets have found the lead as Thomas, corner 3, knocks it down on the fast break. And the Rockets have the 5-point lead. Rockets are converting here as to start the fourth quarter. Larry Nance Jr. posterizes KJ there and keeps the Blazers in it. 71-74. This game has still been very close, but the Rockets taking advantage of the second half. 3-pointers have been key as Gordon fakes the corner 3, gets Nurkic in the air, fires up the midi, no good, but look who's there, it's Daniel Tice. Tice works his way over Nurkic and converts. After a few exchanged buckets from both teams, Rockets will get the ball back after a foul. Eric Gordon gets the jump on Nance, finds KJ open for 3. KJ Martin with another triple, and the lead's up to 10. Lillard and McCollum need to convert on a bucket here, and they've gone cold in the fourth quarter so far. CJ finds the open corner, or the open top of the key three, and CJ McCollum converts, keeping the Blazers in it. Gordon fakes, working his way on Larry Nance Jr. Doesn't like what he sees, and he'll find Isaiah Thomas. Thomas working his way over Lillard. Thomas tried to feed it inside. Thomas finds Gordon for the right corner three. Larry Nance Jr. helped off, and Eric Gordon continues the ridiculous three-point streak the Rockets have this game. Blazers are not guarding the three-point line, and the Rockets are making the Blazers pay as Lillard gets to the baseline. CJ open for three, and CJ McCollum another one. Blazers guards are getting buckets, but their defense cannot get stops, and it looks like they can't outscore the Rockets right now. Exchanging a 3 for a 3 isn't exactly the way to go, and Kevin Porter Jr. fakes and fires up the mid-range, and he converts. Here comes Lillard now, looking to at least put a dent in the lead here. And with Isaiah Thomas on him, that shouldn't be a hard task, as Lillard puts his body into Tice, and the Rockets going to call timeout. They don't like the defensive mismatches they got with Isaiah Thomas and Tice not having much body for Lillard. Coming in with the starters now, as CJ gets inside, he draws the foul on Danuel House, and CJ McCollum will get some points, or some chance to convert some points here, as McCollum with 21 points and 5 rebounds. Make that 22 points. He turns the lead down to 3. Got a little bit tongue-tied there, but the Rockets looking to keep their lead here as Kevin Porter Jr. finds it inside to Wood. And Wood, wanting another post mismatch, finds Jalen Green for a corner triple. And Jalen Green with 3 corner triples from that right corner. Christian Wood with the double does not seem to be working on the defensive end for the Blazers, and they're willing to give up a 3 for it. As Jayshawn Tate called for the foul on CJ McCollum. He does not like the call, but he didn't get a lot of ball there. Nurkic doesn't like what he sees, feeds it over to Lillard, and it's stolen by Jalen Green. Blazers have had turnover trouble so far with this season, as it's stripped away, but Tate gets the ball back. And the Blazers really wanted the turnover there. Green finds Wood inside, switched over Lillard. Wood spins away from Nurkic, gets the reverse layup over Lillard. And a beautiful post bucket from Christian Wood, who has 19, 18 of those points are in the paint. Christian Wood has been a paint dominator, and that's definitely shown this season. As Nasir Little, working his way, fires the corner 3. That's no good, but Nurkic there on the conversion. And he keeps the Blazers in it. It's only 6 points. If they can get some stops here, the Blazers could easily get back in it. But that's been the key word, is getting stops. And the Rockets guards have just kept the pressure on as Porter fires. That's no good. But Wood with the offensive board finds Kevin Porter Jr. And that right corner has been on fuego for the Houston Rockets, as now Kevin Porter Jr. converts from the right corner. As Lillard gets to the rock, throws it down with anger. And 2 minutes left. The Blazers technically are still in it, but they have really got no more room for error. They've given up so many three-pointers that you think they have to start guarding the three-point line and just letting Christian Wood 1v1 against Nurkic. As wide open corner 3, this time it's the left for Jayshawn Tate, and that's going to be the dagger. In the end, the Blazers will lose 95-103. It's tough to see my Blazers continue to have the same struggles each year, but the Blazers just could not defensively change, and they kept double-teaming Christian Wood, and it led to, they were willing to give the Rockets open threes, and the Rockets converted on a lot of three-pointers tonight, as Christian Wood got his assist numbers up, and the Rockets will take a huge win over probably a top-tier team in the Western Conference. 28 points, 24 for McCollum, but 3 for 15 for Simons. Not a lot of help after Dame and CJ, and that's been the same story for years. Pretty much for us, Kenyon Martin played really well. Tice played solidly. Isaiah Thomas, 5 for 11, 12 points, 4 assists. I liked what I saw from him. Replacing DJ Augustine. And then, of course, good game for Christian Wood, 6 assists. And finally a good game for Jalen Green, who's really needed it. Overall, 13 for 30 on the threes. We just hammered them from downtown. We didn't turn the ball over as much. We did convert on the Blazers' turnovers, but overall, I think this is a huge win for our team specifically, and a huge step, or not step, but it just shows that Isaiah Thomas on the bench, I think, is really going to be what we need to, give this team a bit more of a shot to win. Obviously, I'm not shooting for the playoffs, but the last thing I want is, a 16-game losing streak. So I like the signing of Isaiah Thomas. And I'm excited to see how he leads the team in the locker room.